right, we're going to look at an additional item that Dave has mentioned that he'd like me to look at, which is career. What I see there's an over-concern that is a dominant theme with respect to career for you. So can you tell me about how you have some concern with respect to career?
Yeah, a couple of things. Everybody asks me, are you retired yet? And I always think, is there a message there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's been some other things that come into my feelings about moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love what I do, and I've loved it for a long time. But there's always a time to do something else and to move forward. So I've got some pension estimates, and I got a whole bunch of other things because I want the planets to line up right when I do this.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I just need that little kick to say, is it time to move forward? There's some other interests that I have in life,
Mm-hmm.
and I would really like to do that. And so I'm just saying, is this the time or is it not the time?
Okay. All right, so what we'll do with this clearing is we're going to ask for you to be able to identify when it is the time from your own center and from your own core, irregardless of how other people feel about whether you should retire or stay on, so that doesn't influence you in any way. And then we're also going to balance all the different interests and passions that you have in your life so that you know if it's time to retire one passion and to embrace another. And in terms of the financial goals that you have for retirement and for possibly pursuing some other goals, think of those lining up for you in an optimal way so that you feel very secure in moving forward and taking that step.
Mm-hmm.
Does that feel like a complete clearing for you, or is there another element that you'd like in there?
No, that's good. I have some opportunities, so I guess from the retirement aspect, from the pension, because
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm going to live on for the long haul.
Okay.
At this particular time, I have a way to augment that.
Mm-hmm.
My fear is, because I meet a lot of people at the gym,
Mm-hmm.
older fellas, and my fear is I have to keep this mind challenged and the body challenged or you die,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess there's a little bit of a trepidation where I'm just so exhaustively busy while I'm working, and it's too much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid of going in the other end. Now there'll be a transition phase where I would retire and then come back to on a consulting basis,
Mm-hmm.
either here
Mm-hmm.
or in private industry. I've had some offers, so I'm not too worried about. So I'm not worried about financial end at this particular time.
Okay.
It's just that is it right for me to do that at this particular time?
Okay.
Is this mind going to be okay?
Okay. So let's, in terms of augmenting the clearing, let's have you adopt a certainty that your mind is going to be okay. Let's bring to you the optimal mental challenges that you need and joie de vivre, the love of life and the passion so that you continue to be stimulated. And let's also, with your work now, balance how much of mental activity it is so it doesn't feel in any way stressful or over the top. And then let's, with those various consulting opportunities, let's have you draw the right one to you and have the instinct and the certainty about which one it is and that would make you happy and be the best for you to pursue, and certainty about the timing of each of these events.
Okay.
Does that sound now that
Yeah.
brings it
Yeah.
together? Okay. And let's also put in there just great excitement, peace.
Boat.
You'd like a boat too?
Yes.
Can you afford that on your pension?
Yeah.
You can? Okay. All right. So why not? Let's put that in there if that's part of your destiny. Okay. All right. So go ahead. Let's take a breath and clear the resistance on this. Okay, very nice. And something that you'll notice with the work that we do, the various feelings that you've had, or trepidations or anxieties won't be there after we've done a clearing. That's what some of the shift will be, and you'll see over time, if it's meant to be, some of these things are going to come to you and manifest in your life. Certain issues may require additional work in terms of bringing them to fruition on your part, but the grand intention is there, and the field is cleared for that. Good. Do you have any other questions?
No, that's good, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, I feel very at peace with that.
Good. Okay. That would conclude the particular session I'm going to have with Dave right now, in terms of the items we're going to look at for the demonstration. And with each person, it would be issues that are personalized to them and individual to them in terms of what we look at. So it might be something about money or career or child raising that might come up in your field. It also might be a health issue, and we can look at the underpinnings of that and see if there are any mental and emotional components. Sometimes what happens with physical situations, when you identify the emotional, spiritual, mental component, they resolve themselves with a treatment like this as well. So thank you very much.